Hello, everyone, and welcome to the From Single to Love Magnet show. It's a mouthful. My name is Barbara Santon, and I'm the host. And today we have with us the beautiful Melissa Kathryn. Welcome, Melissa.
Hi, I am so excited to be here. I love this topic.
I know, right? We all want to find love. I'm going to read your bio for the audience to get to know you, and then we're going to dive right in.
Okay.
Melissa specializes in wholeness, helping women feel worthy, empowered, expressed. Melissa is a body intuitive, certified holistic nutritionist, emotional eating and trauma healer, hypnotherapist, international best-selling author, and speaker. Melissa is dedicated to freeing women from all limiting beliefs by reprogramming their subconscious mind, healing traumas with inner child work, and clearing self-sabotage cycles, while also teaching self-healing. With Melissa's MK method, she uses a holistic approach in working with the physical and psychospiritual levels of free women to thrive in a body they love, fully owning their power, using their voice, and standing in their worth. Her sole mission is to bring women back to the truth of who they are, to be whole. Melissa has been featured on many platforms. I won't rattle them off, and you can see them in her bio just under this video. And we're just going to get right to it.
Sounds good.
It's such a pleasure to have you. And I already have so many questions for you. And, you have such a wealth of knowledge in your background. So I wanted to, my first question is often like, what is the main thing to make someone a love magnet? But what I really want to dive into is this like self-worth and body image and emotional eating and healing trauma and all the interconnectedness of that, because that really resonates with me, having come from, I think I had eating disorders like for a while, like as an adult, not even as a kid, as an adult, all the images out there on the internet, over exercising, under eating, then binging. And I think it all stemmed from my own worthiness conversation. Can you just speak into that a little bit for the audience?
Absolutely. Oh my God. So thank you for sharing that, because it's not an easy thing. I think that the weight struggles and I say it's a relationship to food. So there's a lot of guilt and shame that women have around that, and they don't really understand it. And one of the things that I became so passionate about, and why it's even something that I do, is I myself didn't have the quintessential anorexia or bulimia, but I had very disordered eating that I would deem an eating disorder. If we have to, I'm not really big on the labels. I think that they can restrict us, period, in life, for all labels. I don't think we want to take, personally with labels, I always say, don't take ownership of things that you don't want to create an identity around. But however, for the purposes of this interview, I will share, I definitely went into, was definitely an emotional eater. I would binge. I never threw up, but I would excessively eat. And I would also excessively eat in healthy things, because there was a new term that came out that was relatively new when I was working through this myself, which was called orthorexia nervosa, which is where you eat very, very, very clean and highly restrictive, very low calorie, work out a ton. And then you go to the extreme of binging, and then you go back. And I see a lot of women doing that, a lot that are in that perfectionist, which was what I was, the controller, which is what I was. And when I say perfectionist, I really mean this. There's a quiz on my website called Eat Right for Your Archetype. It's an actual quiz that breaks down the 4 different archetypes: the nurturer, the perfectionist, the rebel, and the avoider. And they're all different realms of aspects of what tie us to food emotionally, but it's also those aspects of ourselves where we're not fully whole and complete, and then we use food to soothe. So I know I'm saying a lot here, but what I really want to share is that disordered eating, I always say, when you struggle with your weight for more than a year, you don't have a weight issue. You have a relationship with food and a lack of one with yourself. And when you said, I really think it came from my own worth conversation, you hit the nail on the head. And what wholeness is coming back to wholeness. It's being whole. It's knowing what you're worthy and deserving of. And my own struggles with my weight, you know, I found that I literally had just won a fitness competition for best body in an international natural body federation. I was a fashion designer. I'm living this like amazing life in Manhattan. I was a size 2, a size 4, like, but you know, I was always struggling with that 10 pounds. And it was always this thing. And I was always fixated on my weight, and I had to work out and I had to burn so many calories. And then I was always like eating super, super healthy. And I don't eat that, and I don't eat that, and I don't eat that. But then I would go on these binges when nobody was watching. Right. And what I really found was I won this trophy and I gained the weight back within like, honestly, like 3-6 months tops. And to see your body transform one way and then to have it go back, I was like, okay, wait a minute. At this point, I'm a nutritionist. I'm a fitness expert. I know how to train my body. I know how to, you know, but something's missing. And I really saw, I don't like being with me. I don't, I don't want to feel what I feel when I'm alone with me. I'm looking more forward to spending a night home alone with food. I'm actually leaving a party or a date or other things to go home and eat by myself. And on my way home, I'm calculating out what I'm going to buy. This is not, you know, this isn't, or I'm eating in secret. And this is, and so I really saw, and that's when you had mentioned my MK method. That's when I birthed the programs that I said, I never, once I healed myself and I went through the process that I learned, I said, I never want another woman to struggle this way. And what I really saw so much was that I wasn't whole. I was not complete. And when you're talking about partnership and love, and why I love this so much is you have to first and foremost love being with you, date yourself, and the best partnerships. And I have 7 soulmate relationships that I have that have resulted in marriages as a result of our coaching work. And I say this because what happened was these clients of mine had come in one way, thinking and very much aware of what wasn't working and knowing what they wanted, but there wasn't the belief that they could fully have what they wanted. And there wasn't fully the grounded belief and awareness of self and who they were and what they really wanted and why they even wanted it. Often we seek out a partner, right, from a place of what we really want for ourselves. And that's what attracts us to somebody else, you know, but in essence, we want to be that. And then we're needing somebody else to be for us instead of learning how to be for ourselves. Yeah. And it's the same thing with food. When you start to, I always say, where there's lack, you will fill the gaps with food. If you are not whole, you will seek control through other things. And many will want to seek control. I don't want to feel this right now. I don't feel in control of, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Or a lot of women in particular, you know, will say like, I don't know who I am, or I've been a mom, or now I'm newly divorced, or I'm wanting love. And there's more of a deficiency. It's coming from a lack than from fully going, I know who I am and I know what I'm bringing to the table. And if they don't feel the same, that's okay, because there's somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah. So that lack piece, I mean, you've said a lot, and I'm latching onto this last thing. The lack piece, like how do you teach women to stop feeling lack? Like that's even a lack statement right there, right? Like how do you teach women to fill themselves up and to feel worthy and to feel whole before entering a relationship, so that they're 2 wholes creating a partnership?
Well, I always say first it starts with your thoughts. And it starts with your words. So your words are your wand. They can create for you or against you. You have to monitor your mind and monitor your thoughts. A lot of what I do is I specialize in reprogramming the mind and really looking at what are our beliefs and how. So if we really look at this, thought, right? is if we have a same pattern of thought and we hold that thought for 17 seconds, it's now become a belief. We have 80,000 thoughts a day. 60,000 of those roughly are negative. So those are loops that got put on repeat from birth until now. Our subconscious mind stopped forming after the age of 8. Now they're really saying that it could even be up to age 10, but essentially age 8, which means any core wounding or beliefs or identities that you had about yourself from birth until age 8 is what's really driving most of your decisions and your belief systems today about who you are. So I always say, we're really 8-year-olds walking around in adult bodies. And that's when you're having a fight with a partner or it could be a colleague, it could be a friend, and you're like, oh my God, they like morphed into a child in front of me. Or I don't even know what just happened. I just became so reactive and I freaked out and I can't take it back. And that's that trigger. That's that part of you that is from before. And so to answer you about how we become whole, first we start through awareness. All change starts through awareness. So we have to be aware of what our thoughts are. When I start doing this work with my clients and in our groups, women just go, holy God, I had no idea how mean I am to myself. And once they start hearing that voice and when we separate from the voice, I always say, you are not the voices. You will feel in the work, you will become like Sybil. You'll have 99 different personalities. You'll realize they've all been there and they've served you in different ways. And some are now hurting you. And those are the ones that we need to either get to join the group, to get to join the rest of you in the positive way, or we need to say goodbye. And there's processes that we do that. So we start through awareness. Then we look at what our thoughts are. A thought gets created, a belief gets created in 17 seconds. So if you hold a positive thought, you can now negate one of your other belief systems. If you have a negative thought that's going and you're stewing and why did I do this and blah, blah, and it's gone on for 17 seconds, bless you. That's now another negative thought on repeat. And often what we're doing is we're operating from who we've been instead of who we want to be. So I always say, in order to get what you want, you have to do the opposite of what you've done. And in order to be who you want to be, you have to do the opposite of what you've done that hasn't been serving you. So we really look at those thoughts. And then I have my clients, honestly, and everybody here, it'd be really beneficial, start to write down, especially when it comes to love, what are the stories that you have? What are your stories around love? And you will quickly see that, that everybody can have it but me, that what I want doesn't exist, that I'm too old, that I need to lose weight first, that, now's not the right time, that, I always seem to, the people that I like never like me back, but all the people I don't like, there's a lot. And once you start looking at those stories and then you look at where they originate from, and then you start to clear those, well, then you become a clear channel for what you want. And once you're a vibrational match for what you want, then you can attract in like that. And that's for everything. But if you're not getting what you want and it hasn't shown up for you and it's been on your goal list, whether it's your body, whether it's the man or the partnership, money, your business stuff, all of the above, then something is not a vibrational match. And that's the work that needs to get cleaned up first.
Okay, again, so much there. Okay, so law of attraction. No, so good. So good. I'm just trying to choose.
I get so passionate. I'm like, where do you want me to go?
I know.
But for wholeness, to get whole, first you want to look at what aspects of you don't feel whole, and what part of you doesn't want to be with you. What are those beliefs? What are the thoughts? And then one thing that I do want to say is, guys, be really, really understand. We're just a compilation of stories that you've made an identity, but your identity is what you choose it to be. So if you want to be somebody that's in victimhood around life and life circumstances, then you'll stay a victim. If you want to go, anything's intended for me, I can have anything. Don't go by the norms. All money and everybody needs to be married by this time or have babies by this time, or these are just human constructs that somebody made up. You don't need to be those. There are women having babies in their 50s that it might not be what you want, but then create what you want, but it can come fast and furious when you decide, and you have to decide what you want and then go, I am firmly grounded in what I've decided, and I'm not wavering based off of some astrological report or what some coach says or what I heard Melissa say or anything else. Do what feels true for you.
So let me ask you, because this is a really common thing to teach, and I teach this too, right? And I've recently been challenged about this, because what about—
Wait, which part?
So I'll share.
Manifestation?
No, just like, what about the piece of our path? Like, for example, you're saying, I want, in this context, right? I want this amazing, most beautiful relationship. This is what I want. Like, I'm really clear on it. I'm programming my subconscious mind. I want to go into how you teach this, by the way, but that's my next question. But it's not coming, and it's my fault because I have blocks. Or what about the path?
But wait, I'm going to
the
tell you right there.
Yeah.
The number one thing that women do that they need to stop doing, women and men.
Yes.
I'm just going to talk to women though. Are there men and women on this, or just men?
Mostly women, but there might be some men. So yeah, super fair.
I see women do this more than men, which is why I was saying this.
Okay.
Everything is what you make the meaning mean. If you please stop going, it's my fault.
Right.
It's only your fault if you want to say it's your fault. Why would you ever say that something's your fault and turn on yourself? What wholeness is coming back to wholeness. You were birthed a divine, perfect being that never thought anything else. There was never anything, no projections, human-wise. No one said you weren't enough. No one ever taught you, would never even think. You look at a child, do you think they turn the finger and go, it's my fault? No.
Right.
No. If anything, they go, it's their fault. They're happy, they're blissful. There is no piece of them that's going, I'm fat at like 2 years old, hopefully not. Right. And so I know that age is getting younger and younger around that, but so I say this because what women do is they start to attach. It's my fault that I'm out of my vibration. I'm blocking it. Why would you ever want to say something like that to yourself? That it just feels so shitty. Excuse my language. Stop saying things like that. Nothing is your fault. If it hasn't happened yet, it's just awareness. Oh, okay, so cool. So what gets to change today? Well, today I decide it changes, and that's that. And I decided, and I'm not going back. So that's just one thing I just want to say. Stop pointing a finger back at yourself and blaming yourself, because that is right there where you've actually created resistance to the very thing that you want.
Right. Powerful. Okay, so how do we reprogram our mind to believe the thoughts that will help us rather than those painful or hurtful thoughts, harmful?
Well, one, we stop thinking the hurtful thoughts, and you're never going to not have them because we are human, but you could definitely eliminate that voice. There are a few different things that I tell clients to do. One, I would love everybody on here to do a 30-day challenge. Every day for 30 days, you're going to write 10 things you love about you. They have to be different every day. Every day they have to be different. And what you're going to find is you might dread it at first, or you might be like, this is so easy. Oh my God. And then you will eventually go, once you get rid of the aesthetic things that you like about you and the things that everybody tells you, I want you to really start thinking, what do I like about me that my partner will love about me? What will I love about what do I love about the badass boss babe that I am? What do I love about the sister that I am? What do I love about the daughter that I am? What do I love? Start to notice all the hats that you wear. What do I love about the sex goddess that I am? What do I love about the spiritual babe that I am? What do I love about the athlete in me? What do I love? And you'll have a full-blown love affair with you. And that's where it needs to start, because there's only two human emotions, love and fear. So if you are operating from any lack consciousness, then you're operating under fear, which right away means you are not connected to your higher self. You're not connected to the universe or divine, because your higher self doesn't talk to you that way. Your higher self, divine, God, source, universe, whatever you subscribe to, I subscribe to it all. And when I do channeling work, it is with angelic guidance and your guides. But that, again, don't listen to that if that really rubs you the wrong way. Take what speaks to you, leave what doesn't. But I say to you that if you are thinking thoughts that don't feel good, eating foods that don't feel good, feeling thoughts that don't feel good, then you are out of alignment with your highest self. That is the easiest barometer. People always ask me, how do I know when I'm aligned? How do I know when source is talking to me? It feels good in your body. You know, when everybody goes, oh my God, I just got chills, or oh, that just feels good, or oh, that brought a smile to my face. That is source saying yes. So the next piece to this and really coming into that wholeness is first thing in the morning. I also tell my clients, give yourself a hug. I hug myself every morning. It is your soul's recognition of itself. And you hugging yourself saying, I love you. First and foremost, I'm going to give my attention and my affection and acknowledgement to this very being, to you. You take care of me every day. And honor that part in you that knows better than you, that knows 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, that is guiding you every step of the way, protecting you and loving you when you don't love yourself. And what so many do is they hop up, they look at their phones, they don't even look at themselves in the mirror. And then they wonder, why aren't they, what's going on? Why do they feel stressed out? So that's another beautiful piece.
Oh, I love that. And I have so many questions about that. Like, what else can people do when they're, when they're feeling overwhelmed with all these
Yeah.
jobs to do to get whole? But I really want to actually go into, before we run out of time, I want to go into the two vibrations. There's only love and fear. And can you just share with us how you have seen that play out in people looking for relationships? Like how,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
You go.
Yeah. So when people operate from fear, they're going, oh my God, like, just get me off this app. This is so exhausting. There's nobody on here. He didn't get back to me right away. She didn't get back to me right away. Like, oh, and they come to the date and they've already gone in. They're already judging before they get there. They're judging. They've already set a container that it's not going to work. It's not meant for them based off of the picture, the message. Oh, well, he's already a poor planner. I mean, he messaged me yesterday. It was not even 24 hours notice. So there's all of this. All of that is fear. And it's the controller. When we're in lack, right? We go into a control mode. Controllers want to control their environment, control other people, control the circumstance out of fear of getting hurt, because earlier in their life, they got hurt when they didn't have control, when they didn't control the environment, when they were just allowing. And then they learned, well, I'm going to control my environment, and which really cuts off all universal supply and guidance. So when we're in control, we're not connected to anything outside of ourselves. So you're already in a space where I'm going to control. Oh, well, they picked this. I don't even like it. Oh my God, that's all. Oh, they picked that. So then you're going in. So first off, we're all energetic beings. So when you show up that way, your energy is already like an F you. This isn't going to work. I already don't like you. And then I'm going to size you up with my internal checklist.
Right.
Are you going to be my husband? And, or are you going to be my life partner? And right there, men are more energetic than women. I mean, now they're not as attuned to what they're gathering as women, but they feel, and they can read it, and they're very aware. Yeah. And so they're like, ooh, why do you think they love happy, vibrant, fun, easy? Because it's where they feel appreciated. They know they're not going to get rejected. It feels safer. It feels light. It feels fun. It's something that you want to walk into. No one wants to walk into any situation feeling scrutinized and judged. And you're also seeing that the lens in which you do that to other people, you're doing that 100 times worse to yourself every day before you even get out of bed. So really, really, that's when we're from a fear space. And the emotions that are aligned with fear space is stress, overwhelm, anxiety, lack mentality, depression, what ifs, future tripping, living in the past, victim energy. All of that is fear consciousness. Mm-hmm. So when we are in love consciousness with dating, it is, maybe that's my guy, or maybe that's my guy. Oh, this is gonna be so fun today. I wonder where he is. I wonder how I'll meet him. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, I'm going to get on this app. I'm going to bring the energy. Oh, this is so fun. I really just want to have fun. I want to have fun and I want to learn and I want to expand and I want to grow. And I'm going to use this as a great, they're going to be my tour guide and they're going to do this. And oh my God, I get to make these dates what I want them to. Maybe I'll suggest a comedy club because I really love comedy clubs. Or maybe I'll suggest that we do a day date because it would be so fun to go for a walk somewhere instead of like the typical restaurant. And I'm also just going to be here and I'm just going to allow them to enjoy my energy because my energy is a gift in and of itself. And I'm going to enjoy their energy because that's a gift for me. And I know that we're all connected and I know that we're all conscious beings. So I know that we're connected for a reason if they're interested in me and I match with them. But I just let this be fun and I let it be easy. And not only that, I'm in full faith of what's coming to me. So I have no doubts and I'm excited and I just get to enjoy the journey. Do you see the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Thank you for that. That was really great. And really, yeah, really just showed both things that we have so much capability of doing the latter, right? And we're so easily sucked into the former, the fear based. So thank you for showing us that. And we've come to the end of our interview. And I know that you have a little gift for us, or a big gift anyway, a gift for our audience. Can you share with us what that is?
Absolutely. So, you know what? For you guys, I'm giving you something that's literally, we usually charge for it, but you're going to get it
Oh,
for free. Yes, it is my Miracle Mindset Challenge. You are going to wake up with me for 5 days, and you are going to receive a morning practice that I do to align heart, body, mind, soul, and spirit to have the things that you want. You're also going to receive 10 recordings. It's a mini masterclass. It's my Miracle Mindset Masterclass, and it will challenge you for 5 days straight. So each will be dropped each day. And with that, you also get my Miracle Mindset Hypnosis. I am a master hypnotherapist. So the Miracle Mindset Hypnosis you can fall asleep to at night. Don't worry about falling asleep. My voice is very, very soothing, apparently. Many do, but actually the by you falling asleep, your conscious mind steps aside fully. So all resistance goes down so I can really penetrate and support in the reprogramming. Trust me, you will feel different in one use time. Or you can play it in the morning or throughout the day, but a lot of my clients listen to it endlessly and love to fall asleep to it and just watch what changes in your world. Yeah,
oh
and I'd
my
love to hear
goodness,
if you
that's
enjoy it.
so generous. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We'll connect about it after, whether we
Yeah,
have the
and
link
you
or
have the
not.
link. I had sent
Okay,
it.
you gave it to us
Yeah.
already. We will be linking it below this video so they
Yeah.
can just click right on it and access that. Thank you so much, Melissa. This was
Yeah, of course.
so amazing, and I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you and thank you for having me. And what a great event. Isn't she amazing? So guys, get everything from all these juicy speaker lineup. And I'm just honored
Wow.
to be a part of it and to spread all these nuggets with you. All the
Thank
love.
you. And thank you to the audience as well for watching yet again, another incredible, incredible speaker. Bye for now and see you in the next one.